Hi, I'm Freya Purnell from Inside SAP magazine. This morning I'm talking to Michelle DeWitt, Solution Delivery Manager for HRM and Payroll from Coca-Cola Amatil. Welcome, Michelle.
Thank you very much.
Now, you're presenting today on value engineering in the HR space. Can you tell us about why this value engineering process is so important as it relates to HR?
Absolutely. I think in today's pressures, the challenges in the HR space in particular is all around supporting the business strategy, but in doing so, deliver more services, more benefits to the business for less. So the best way to do that is to understand where you start from an operating point of view, what's your operating costs, your key KPIs today, and then what the opportunities are to improve that or better that as you go along. So it's a very topical discussion, and I think we're going to share the CCA experience as best we can within the time frame.
And why do you think being able to make those improvements is particularly important in HR?
It is, because I think today's challenge is all about getting better, right? Being more innovative, deliver more for less. So if you want to stay relevant in your organization and you want to be current and you want to be respected, you've got to be able to deliver more quality services for less.
Okay, terrific. Now, you're the HR lead for the special interest group for the SAUG. Can you tell me about why you're involved with that group and what are the benefits you get from that experience?
Yeah, and I actually want to start by answering this question really honest. Last year I attended the SAUG Summit for the very first time. And I was a registered member of the SAUG at that time, but really was only a number on a piece of paper. I didn't contribute much, I didn't share much about our journey, and I probably didn't volunteer enough. But my takeouts from the summit were so significant and so powerful that I decided I'm going to make a difference. I can change that. And I've decided to become far more involved in the SAP interest groups, had the opportunity to become the lead, and today I'm here to share some of the CCA experience.
Great.
So it's been a great journey and lots of benefits as part of that.
Right, terrific. And why do you think it's important to be involved with the SAUG when you're working in the SAP space in Australia?
I almost can't do a better job than what Graham Reynolds did at the start of the summit when he emphasized the 5 key points of why is membership so important. The key one for me is probably around knowledge. Knowledge is power, and if you don't stay on top of your game, you will fall behind. Also, many of us being here today, your organization have sponsored you to be here, which means they expect not only for you to share knowledge or develop, but to take that back to your organization and implement what you've learned. So yeah, lots of value to be had.
So you mentioned that you had some great takeouts from last year's summit. Would you recommend any particular tips for how people can actually implement what they've learned here today or tomorrow and take that back into their organization to actually make a difference to their SAP journey?
The key thing is networking. So what I've discovered since I've been an active member is you're not the only one in many cases struggling with a particular issue during a specific SAP deployment. There are many people struggling with that exact same issue. And you can network and reach out to those people who've got the exact same challenge. By sharing knowledge and approaching that together or sharing learnings, you can make sure that you don't implement or reinvent the wheel. So I think collaboration is the key, networking is the key.
Okay. And what have been some of the highlights for you so far at the summit?
I think this year I'm very impressed with the quality of presentations. It's at very high standard. I'm impressed with the level of attendees. Participant numbers looks great. And I think just the whole setup, very professionally done, and it's great to be a part of it.
Terrific. Now, what are some of the key trends around technology in the HR space at the moment?
I think there's many, but I'll focus in on one in particular in the HR space, and that's around self-service. Technology at the moment enables HR across the board to facilitate a higher level of self-service. And that is a key tool because employees today want to interact with data. They want to maintain their own data. They want to see real-time information about them. They want to be able to print out their payslip. If they have a query, they want to be able to go back and search for a previous month and print it. So they want information at their fingertips, and this is a great opportunity that HR has got to facilitate top level and top quality self-service to any organization.
And how does SAP play a role in facilitating that type of service?
Well, absolutely. I think our ESS, MSS, Employee Manager Self-Service facilities we've got in the SAP module is some of the best tools you can have. And of course the benefit with that is it's integrated to the back end. So people can interact with their data real time. Similarly with workflow, approvals, etc. So great opportunities in that space.
And at Coca-Cola Amatil, how have you found that having that functionality has helped with your engagement with your employees?
Yeah, so Coke was in a very lucky position where we've had quite extensive self-service before we've gone live with SAP self-service. So what we've been able to do by delivering the SAP ESS MSS was we delivered a lot of value add, plus also the integration aspect with other parts of the back end. So I think that just amazed people because they have that access and availability of data at their fingertips. So, quite a unique solution.
Great. Well, thank you, Michelle, for joining us today. We'll be back shortly with David Cameron from the New South Wales Department of Education and Training.